It is day 8 of testimony in the Casey Anthony murder trial. Today, jurors heard a long tape recording of detectives grilling Anthony about lying to them. She was being questioned about the disappearance of her daughter, Kaylee, back in 2008.
And I can tell you for a certainty that right now, looking at you, I know that everything that you've told me is a lie, including the fact that, you know, your child was last seen about a month ago and that you don't know where she is. See, I'm very confident, just by having talked to you this short period of time, that you know where she is.
And joining me now to talk about today's developments is criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Bernstein. You listen to that, and it sounds like they're basically giving her a chance, you know, to stop lying, come clean, right? And before this gets any deeper.
Exactly. I mean, the officers at this point, remember, this is supposedly 30 days after she goes missing, and the first time she's really doing an interview in depth, saying what happened. And the problem is it was a convoluted list of lies that the officers started realizing early on, and they started tearing her apart to see if she would break down. And instead, they just got more lies.
If the jury believes that she was lying, and they can prove that successfully, where does this go?
Well, they could believe it, but this is what the defense attorney already previewed in the opening argument when he said she's going to lie on tapes. He has already acknowledged that this tape that this jury heard today is filled with lies, and that doesn't matter because the true story is going to come out in court. And that's a tough road for a criminal defense lawyer, but it's the only road he really has, is to acknowledge these are blatant lies. She said she worked at Universal Studios, and in fact, she didn't work at Universal Studios.
Well, they followed her there, and there was no job, apparently.
Exactly.
Also on the stand today was a man that Casey Anthony claims to have dated, claims that this is the guy who introduced her to that phantom nanny who she said that she had left her daughter Kaylee with. I want you to listen to this and then just get a quick reaction.
And you let law enforcement know that you don't have a child named Zachary. That is correct. And that you are not rich from a trust fund. That is correct. And that you did not have a girlfriend named Zenaida Gonzalez. Correct. And that you never introduced Zenaida Gonzalez to Casey. No, sir.
How damaging is that, BJ?
It just is another layer on this cake of lies. And what, you know, the defense attorney is going to have to do is say she was lying at this point. She's lying at this stage because she is still having all these problems from her childhood and dealing and coping with what really happened. But again, it's really hard to say how many times can she lie. We prove she lies, and now we're supposed to believe her.
She'll have to take the stand, right?
Yeah, I can't see how she's not going to come in there and explain, you know, what was going through her mind. If not, that is a big blank for this jury, and it's going to be tough for them to plow through.
All right, BJ Bernstein, good to have your expertise here in studio.
Good to
Thank
see
you. And you can watch special coverage of